really does sound like an English horn.
What a beautiful sound you get out of it. That's
All right,
really
guys,
something.
we're gonna go
Has a
ahead
raised to low
and
A,
get started
and
here
up to
in
high
just
G.
a second. That, and we are on for the voice. And someone's breathing very heavily. That's okay. It's all good. Dude, calm.
I'm gonna mute myself so you don't hear me chewing.
Okay.
I looked it up right away, and I'm dying already.
Oh, yeah. You're watching it? It's so funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's great.
It gets me every time.
All right, everybody. So, we are all on now. Great. And, Becca, if you can see, I have created a guest nameplate for you, so you also have a fancy little nameplate.
I love it.
Let's go here. Transition, please. There we go. Now we're all doing things. Great. So, why don't you guys recap what happened last time? It was about 2 weeks ago now.
If I remember right, mainly we just kind of explored the town a little bit, picked up some equipment, and set up our levels. Wasn't too story-wise.
Shoot, did we level up? What level are we?
Level 6.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think that was, yeah. So we talked about last time, right?
I got me some armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got armor too.
I got a bow.
Oh yeah, you got that
Light
fancy
glamour armor. Yeah.
The gnome just kind of wandered on his own into the forest.
Chill.
Came back just like super OP.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember your Eldritch Blast got powered up a little bit, so now when you cast it, it's going to be like a multiplier instead of an addition, which is pretty sweet.
That's for damage, right? Not for
Yeah.
chance or anything. Yeah, okay. I think I reflected that in my character.
I just googled what a buff gnome would look like.
What a what?
Buff gnome.
A buff gnome would look like. Just imagine he comes back from the forest all swole.
Where are you? Okay.
I don't think I reflected the armor in my inventory.
Oh, about the glamour studded armor?
Yes. Is that like something I can load in, or is it just something I should add, make a new?
I think you should be able to add it in. Let me see. I'm gonna go into your character sheet, items, SRD. I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. Why? There we go. Glamored studded leather import. Close. Right. It should have just shown up in your inventory. Yep, glamored studded leather, and then you can equip it, or it's already default equipped. Which assumes
I completely forgot I have a bag of tricks.
Which assumes
The bag of tricks.
Yeah, I completely forgot I had that.
Yes, that is true. So, you guys are still in Tribor, and I think you had... Did you guys go to a tavern yet, or was that kind of what you were doing next? I don't
think that's
Yeah.
what you were doing next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like didn't the town do like a toast? It's like all the people who got wrecked.
Oh yeah, and I think I said I was performing with my pipes of haunting. I think, or no, I was putting on enthralling.
Yep, an enthralling performance at the
performance.
tavern.
Yeah. It was My Heart Will Go On.
That's that's a big oof. Okay. So at this point, you guys are ready to take a long rest for the night, and tomorrow you can keep shopping if you want, or start talking to some of the people in the tavern tonight about quests that they're going to give you. And again, that was for anybody that kind of fought with you. Any of those 6 people all have a quest for you to do and undertake. So my question to you is, what do you want to do?
Can you remind us of the
Well.
people?
Yes.
Oops.
So for the people, you've got Gelrin Fohammer, you have Urgla Meltimer, you've got Dorotha Shendril, you've got Orthvir, Narth Tezrin, and then Dars Helgar, and those were all of the people that fought with you. I'll take you over to the tavern.
Fohammer's a bit of a unit. Maybe worth talking to.
A little bit.
Sure. Why not?
He also makes shit, so that's usually a good person to go help.
He does make shit, yes. Yes, he does.
That is true.
Quite.
Sure. That's a good idea. Let's go talk to Fohammer.
Okay.
Or I shall talk to Fohammer.
Yeah, you're more of his buddy.
Yep, that's fine.
I get
And-
to the ship as well.
And
so.
you can assume that any of these people will be at the tavern tonight because it's just kind of like a celebration of the survival of the town, even despite some of those people having perished in the meantime. So, Wodek, you see Mr. Fohammer off into the corner, and he's sipping on an ale, and he looks brooding as he remembers the attack of the giants, and you remember he hates giants, so he's sitting there. You can see that his hands are all blackened from having been working earlier in the day, and you remember right after the fight he was already back to work starting to forge new weapons in case there was another attack, so you can see a little bit of that on his hands. So what do you
Alright,
do?
well, I'm going to walk up to him and say, good evening, Fohammer. Or whatever his first name is, I guess.
Gelrin.
Gelrin. Good evening, Gelrin. What troubles you tonight? You seem a little down during this time of celebration, slumping in the corner by yourself.
Oh, Wodek.
That's
Well,
me.
that is you, my friend. Well, it's hard to celebrate at a time like this where our town has taken such a beating, and as much as I would like to celebrate, there were people who died today, good people. And my guess is this giant business is only going to get worse and worse.
I can definitely agree that it is very troubling and sorrowful for those that perished. But I hope that you don't only dwell on the dead in order to celebrate to the living. And with that giant problem, yes, it's possible, but our goal is, well, at least my group's goal, is hopefully to solve that problem by the time we leave Tribor.
Well, I would hope so, but I don't think it's likely. At any rate, you did fight well, and as promised, you were quite the warrior out there. All of you were. So take this with you. I don't know where you're headed next, but if you should happen to find yourself at Citadel Felbar, go and give the king and queen a visit and give them this letter that I've written for you. I know them pretty well, and hopefully my name still holds some weight with them. They might be able to give you something or give you information at the very least that could help you out. And so he hands you over folded piece of parchment, and you can see that it is stamped on the back in wax, and he hands it over to you and says, if you ever find yourself at Citadel Felbar, visit the king and queen, give them the letter of recommendation, and see what happens. But it is definitely something
Alright.
positive for you guys. So if you guys
Well, thank you very much, Galrin. I do appreciate the good word, and I do hope that it brings us, and hopefully the citizens that we meet along the way, some success and peacefulness. But I notice your hands are black from work. Is there anything special you are working on recently?
Well, I did have two of your friends come and pay me a visit, so we're just working on some of their stuff and getting it nice and fitted for the taller one. And other than that, just continuing to forge weapons in case we have another siege. But I think at this point, most of the countryside militia is on the alert, so if we do have another attack, they'll be ready, and we're gonna need lots of weapons.
I can appreciate a prepared town, and I do hope the best for any other situation such as this. But unless you need some company, I will continue to bother you no more, and I hope you have a great evening.
Well, bid you farewell, and thank you. So, with the
Good luck
letter,
with your endeavors.
if you guys take notes or anything, or writing it down anywhere, Citadel Felbar is the place to go if you want to give them that. Oh my god, Scove Black, you you put the video in the chat.
Oh yeah, yeah, 100%.
I'll just put that in the campaign notes deal. Something like that. I don't know if it's got 2 L's or no.
I did take note. I'm in possession of a letter.
Alright guys, what do you want to do now?
We already talked to Deratha, right? Me and Astriel.
We did.
Yeah. Yeah,
And she just told us to go talk to Lord's Alliance, right?
She gave us a town of Everland, I believe.
Everland? Yeah.
Said something about going there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Going and talking.
Hendria.
Yeah, going and talking to the Lord's Alliance in Everland, and relaying the information about the attack on Tribor, and seeing if they have any information about more giant activity. And she also gave you a little, almost like a little coin or an emblem that has the Tribor sigil on it, and said to give that to Dralthelev, the one-eyed half-orc.
That's right. Yeah, I do have that also written down. I don't
Well,
know. Yeah. I think I'm kind of leaning towards carrying that out, being a Lord's Alliance member. So I don't know that I'd necessarily be actively looking for more things to do, but doesn't necessarily mean I won't be talking to anybody.
I think what I would be doing is, so I'm like maybe in front of the crowd or something, wherever there's like a performance stage.
Mhm.
And so I'm putting on enthralling performance with my flute, right? And maybe a little bit of dancing as well.
Nice.
And I like to think that everyone who's listening to me, if they need to make a wisdom saving throw or else be charmed by my my seductive fey magic.
Trying to charm everyone in the cabin or cavern. Tavern.
Anyone who's like paying attention, who's like just sitting around and just watching my performance, then they might potentially be charmed. Um, the target idolizes you, speaks glowingly of you. Uh, anyways,
Yeah, I think
it is fun.
your performance definitely turns some heads, and people pull their stools up and start to listen and kind of stamp their feet and throw you a couple of coins. Um, and some people start to kind of just like join along and or almost like trying to sing along with your performance.
Is there anyone that I recognize who's like watching my performance?
You do recognize some of the people that you had talked to, rather some of the people that you fought with during the battle for Tribor. Dars and Narth are both there, and everybody else is also there, but scattered throughout the tavern. But Dars and Narth are the ones that are sitting around you.
Perfect. Didn't I control one of them? I think I controlled Dars, maybe.
Yeah,
Not
one
that
of
that really
one of them.
matters, but
I think I
um,
think I did the other one. Remember?
yeah.
Dars, Narth, and then Orthavir was the other one. Maybe it was Othavir.
No, I think I don't remember.
I had someone with a
Anyways,
slingshot with like 3 health.
are either of them tieflings?
They are not.
What are they, like humans or what?
Yeah, they're humans.
Okay. All right. Are they sitting next to each other?
Not next to each other, but there's just like that small crowd that's around you, and they've had their stools pulled up to where you're performing.
Okay. Well, I'll finish out my performance and then recognizing their face, I will go speak to one of them. um, Dars,
Dars,
I guess.
come on, Dars. Can't not make that joke. It's too funny. Got it. So, Dars. Let me see if I have a picture of this guy. I don't think I do. So he's also drinking an ale, talking with some of the people around him, and he waves at you when you walk over to him, and he smiles and he says, "Well, that was some crazy performance. It was almost bewitching, even."
I don't laugh out loud, but
You're just like, you don't say.
I say, well, thank you. I was really hoping to put on a good performance in celebration of our of this city. What? Gosh. I guess remind me what you do, or do I remember what he does?
Dars. Yeah, I think you would remember. I need to find out because I don't remember at the moment. There's so many of these people, I'll get them mixed up. I think Dars actually
Yeah, I know.
owns the.
I don't think I wrote it down.
I think it's the place that sells like carts and horses. Give me one sec. Not the Happy Horse Ranch. You guys haven't gone there yet.
What? That's the next goal. Happy Horse Ranch. There better be a side quest.
Where is it? You guys really have not explored most of Tribor. There's plenty to do there. I will
We can
get
just
back
pretend
to
it's
you in
north.
just a sec. Oh, there we go. He is the kind of like the groundskeeper of one of the campgrounds. In fact, it was one of the places that was dug up by the fire giants.
That's rude.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a conversation starter. Um, I guess knowing that, I would say, I know your campground was destroyed during the Giants raid. Um, how goes the recovery, or how long do you think it'll take to recover the land?
Well, they mostly dug up just a bunch of dirt, honestly, so it's as easy as putting the dirt back in the hole, but turn it into a campground again. Probably going to take some time. Luckily, we have another smaller campground just over to the west, but yeah, it's kind of devastating, really, what happened. Not so much to the campground, but to the town.
Yes, absolutely. It is very devastating to the town. Hopefully we'll be ready for them next time. Um, are you um are you here with anyone?
Oh, no, nobody in particular, just joining some friends for a good celebratory drink. Are you here with anyone?
Oh no.
He doesn't laugh.
Well, I am. My I have my friends. Me and my friends are scattered throughout the bar. Um, okay. I mean, I well, it was good to see you again.
Well, yeah,
I
you
don't
as
really.
well. How much longer are you all passing through Tribor for?
That's a really good question. We don't really plan that far out, to be honest. So it could be a couple days, it could be a couple weeks.
Well, it sounds like you all are have a much wider vision of the world than I do. I don't really venture out of Tribor too much, barely even go into the countryside. But I'll tell you what, if it interests you at all, one of my friends was visiting from Mirabar, one of my old friends from my traveling days, and he gave me a little tip on something that I wanted to follow up on, but I just can't bring myself to even leave the city anymore, especially not after a day like today. He told me there's a dwarf that he saw managing a stable at Xantharl's Keep when he was there, and he said that this dwarf looked like an uncanny copy to this wanted criminal called the Weevil. He says,
The Weevil.
yeah, he says it's definitely him, but like I said, I don't really have any desire to leave the city right now, or for a while for that matter. But if you happen to be going through Xantharl's Keep, you might check it out. Might be worthwhile to if you can arrest this guy and bring him in. Probably have a sizable bounty on his head.
What'd you say his name was again?
The Weevil.
Well, um, definitely keep a lookout for him if we pass by Xanthar's Keep.
Yeah,
Xanthar
Xantharl's Keep.
Xanthar's Keep.
Yeah, that's it's
Definitely don't want any
just off
more.
the high road. If you guys ever find yourself that way, just a little bit south of Mirabar.
Yeah, definitely don't want any more criminals roaming around than than we have to have. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely night.
Well, thank you, and thanks again for that enchanting performance.
Of course.
Again, doesn't know that he was actually bewitched and enchanted, but it's okay.
Perfect. Just how
Um,
I wanted.
Adrian and Kanali. Actually, Kanali,
See you,
Kanali,
Becca.
we'll come back to you. Adrian.
Uh-oh.
I'll be right back.
Right.
So there's lots of
Let's
people
go.
here. You still have, I mean, you can talk to anybody. People that you have not talked to yet are Oathevere and Narth, and Urgla. However, Urgla is currently in the middle of a conversation with somebody. Narth and, I almost said Narth and Darth, Narth and Oathevere, you have yet to talk to. Or you can go and talk to the barkeep or any of the other people in the town, including the people guarding the town, Daratha, anybody that you'd like.
I think it would make sense for me to make my way over to North. But I mean, if someone else wants to go, then go for it.
I might go and talk to the barkeep at some point.
Okay. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, yeah. I'll do that right now. So yeah, I'll go ahead and approach the barkeep, since he seems to be a person that knows of the goings on of the town.
All right. You see him doing this like amazing display of making some sort of a mixed drink with like this like wooden mug and some sort of glass, and he's kind of like shaking it back and forth. And when he puts it down, the glass has like this swirling vortex of like a purple, almost looks like a purple galaxy. And then when it settles, the whole thing just like turns black, and the people at the bar start clapping
Fancy.
for him. And he says, it's like, all right there, friend. What can I get for you today? You were one of those ones that was out there fighting those giants. Let me tell you what, this drink's going to be on me. So, what's it going to be?
Oh man, I don't know, what was that liquid that you were just twirling around there just a second ago?
Well, we call that one the witch's hat. It has this little mystical swirling vortex that I create, secret that I can't really tell you about, but the second all of that motion stops, the whole thing just turns jet black, just like a witch's hat.
Interesting. Anything fun happen if I drink that?
Well, can't say
Drugs?
anything magical will happen, but it's sure to get you drunk if that's what you're asking.
We call that getting drunk.
It's like when you
I
look
think
at,
that'll work. I'll start with one of those, barkeep.
all right. It's like when you look at a menu at like an actual bar, and it's like the first three items are like 151, more alcohol, and then like a little bit of a mixer splashed in. It's just like, wow.
I didn't say you just mean adios, motherfucker. That's what that is.
All right, so you see him do the same thing. He gets a glass, one of these wooden mugs, and he starts throwing ingredients in. Throws in like a blackberry in there. Throws in a little bit of some sort of a spice. You see him turn around and grab something else from the counter behind him and shake it in, and then he kind of swirls it around, throws in some herbs, smacks the mug on top, and starts shaking it. And then he places it down. You see it swirling, doing that same thing, this like purple vortex. And then when it all settles, the whole thing just turns black from the top down. Now I want a drink that does exactly that.
Well, I reach out and take the drink, and I try it. Definitely tastes a little strong, but it feels good, and I'm happy with my choice. And I let the barkeep know. Thank you thank you very much for the display there. I think it's a good drink.
Well, appreciate that very much. I've spent a lot of time refining that particular drink.
Right. So I am going to be here for a few days now. At least probably, who knows, maybe a couple of weeks. Me and my friends are just here for a little while, trying to figure out what we're going to be doing around here. So I'm just trying to get to know the town a little bit, get to see what like interesting things that are going on in order to keep myself busy while we're here. So what's something interesting for a newcomer to do while they're here in Tribor?
Well, you could definitely go and visit the Pony Park. The Pony Park's a nice place that people like to visit. You could also go
That's
over
like the Pony
to
Park
if
matters.
if you're into fine dining, there's the Pleasing Platter. Lots of people like to go there, but it's definitely going to cost you some coin if you're looking to looking to dine there. If you're looking for a fancy place to stay, there's also the Ever Wyvern House. It's just next to the Pleasing Platter. Otherwise, lots of people stay at the North Shield House in Urgla. She is one of the finest proprietors of any inn you're going to find here in Tribor. Other than that, maybe take a walk through Guayron Slumber, the small forest that we have down to the southwest. Lots to do, definitely lots of shops to see here, but not quite a big city. If you're looking for something like that, you're gonna have to go somewhere like Baldur's Gate, or Waterdeep, or Neverwinter.
Interesting. So in that forest that you mentioned, that one could walk through. Do you know of any I don't know, useful items that might be out there? Certain types of plants, flowers, animals,
Well, there's lots
things
of
that might be worth my time if I went for a walk.
well, some people are a little superstitious about that place. They say that there's a spirit that roams that forest that kind of watches over it, but um, there's definitely like algae stuff and grows like that if you're kind of into like the herbalist and apothecary type of stuff. But otherwise, it's just a nice place to take a walk, honestly.
All right, all right, okay. And do you know of any jobs that one could take on around here? Jobs that would require someone with a military background or at least some type of fighting background.
Hmm. Military or fighting background? Well, you might be able to talk to some of the owners of the shops around here. They might have something for you to do to help them out a little bit. If you head over to the Tribord Travelers, I think I remember Erlem, the one who works there, said that he had something that he needed done.
All right, very good, very good. And I assume you know the people around here in this bar pretty well. If there was somebody that you consider to be more interesting to talk to the others, who would you recommend?
Ooh, more interesting than the others to talk to. Hmm. Hey, you might give Urgla a good conversation or two. I mean, she is very well traveled. But other than that, um, really anybody who's kind of passing through here, if you can catch them, they're going to be for sure full of stories.
Okay. Okay. No, that's what I want to do. Okay. Well, for right now, I'm just gonna continue thinking about what I'll do next. But I'm just gonna sit at the bar and continue drinking my drink and uh, get a little drunk.
Rude.
Sorry, DM notes. I gotta write down that drink. It's so cool. I gotta figure out how to make something like that.
Is there a name for it?
I called it
It's,
the witch's hat.
The witch's hat.
it
Oh.
reminds me of like those chemistry things where it's like it was originally like completely clear and then just turns black on an instant.
Yeah.
So you gotta figure out how to do that with alcohol without actually killing somebody.
Yeah. There was something that I was thinking of that's kind of like that. That I definitely
It's the
saw.
chemical reaction that does it. But
Yeah, it's like there's some chemical that does that.
Is there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's one that's really cool where it'll go from clear to black, and then it'll go to clear again,
What?
and then go to black, and then go to clear again, and then go to black. It'll continually doing that over and over and over again.
It's an
Wow.
iodine clock reaction.
Yes,
You know, that
I think
actually
that sounds about
does
right.
sound familiar. Ooh, yeah.
high school chemistry.
Ooh, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking of. Maybe it's this one. Anyway, if you type in Purple Galaxy or Purple Galaxy drink, there's actually a drink by a tipsy bartender, I think called the
Ooh.
Purple Galaxy, but one of them actually looks, because this is what I was thinking of, like it swirls like a galaxy, and then
Oh yeah,
it's
I can
just
see it
like,
right now.
oh man, it's wild when you see them make
It's a
it.
Moscow Mule.
Is it
Interesting.
really? Oh yeah,
That's what
vodka
this one
drink. It's
says.
on Reddit, so
Crushed
your
magic
mileage
blue
may
ice.
vary. Vodka drink looks like a galaxy. Whoa! Looks like.
It comes. I guess there's some special ice you have to buy.
Wait. Oh. Someone said it looks like something almost perfumey and very sweet. Alas, we've strayed off the beaten path. So, what else do you guys want to do?
You told me to hold.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
gonna
hold.
have you hold for just a little bit longer. Promise. You actually do see Urgla kind of wave goodbye to some of the people that she's talking to, and as she passes some of you, she just leans in and says, "Well, thank you all for helping us earlier. I'm going to head back to the Northshield house now. I have some people that are likely getting hungry and wanting some dinner, but come and see me down in the common room before you all head to bed so we can have a little chat." And she smiles and then leaves.
Very well.
So, at this point, people are having a pretty good time. It's getting a little bit later into the night, but not obscenely late. And people are starting to get very jolly, very happy. And you see there are some people that are maybe arguing a little bit, and then they go like laughing like it was no big deal. And some people just like singing along, almost like sea shanty style. But Kanali, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's usually my vibe. Just sit at the bar and drink. That seems to be usually what I'm doing in taverns.
Just your vibe.
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, sorry. What my character does? Oh, yeah, same thing.
Great. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, you see the guy in the picture is just like hood on, face down the table, drink. Yeah, that's him right there.
That's you just face down in your drink.
Yeah, that seems about right.
So when you are sitting at the bar, somebody sits down next to you and they ask for just a mug of ale, and they sit down next to you, and they look over at you and they say, "Well, that was quite a performance you did out there today." When you look over, it's the same guy that approached you just a day or two before in the tavern.
How great this asshole.
do you say that out loud?
Yeah, I would kind of whisper it to myself, but clearly audible. You can hear it.
Great. And he says, "Well, I know exactly who you are, and a little birdie told me that you were going to be passing through Tribor, so figured I'd come and meet you while you were still here, and just give you this." And so he hands you over what looks to be like a coin. I'll drop it right now so you can see what it looks like. If I can find where it is. Where are you, damn it?
Oh,
He
you
left.
dropped someone out of the the
What?
call.
Who did?
I don't know.
What?
It just made
I know.
the noise.
Oh.
I don't know.
So, wait. Jeez. I can't find it. But luckily, I have this. A book.
What?
I can show you a
Oh.
book. So he hands you a coin that looks just like this. Get out of the way.
Oh, there it is. Literally a book. Okay, I got it. It's a goose.
Cool.
So you take that there and hold on to it. I'm sure that you'll find it useful at some point soon. But that's all I was asked to do, so I'm going to be on my way. Now you take care of yourself, all right? And he slaps you on the back, downs his entire
All right.
drink, downs his entire drink and then leaves. Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Canali?
Just at that point, I just kind of pocket the coin and kind of see where that leads later. I'm not
Okay.
gonna try and push any further on that.
I'll just see how that pans out.
Yeah, we'll see where that leads to. That's a
Great.
future problem.
That's future me's problem. Okay. So, is there anything else you want to do, Canali?
Is there any other guys that would like him around, or is it just that random dude?
It was just that guy. Anybody else that he was with before is not present.
Is it possible to tail him, or is it too late?
You can go outside and see if you can find him.
Yeah, let's do that. Just kind of just calmly get up and like leave, not really tell anyone where I'm going.
Okay. As you walk outside, you notice there's a couple of people out in the front that are enjoying their drinks and just talking outside where it's a little bit quieter. And you look around a little bit, and people turn to you and look back as they start, continue talking. You don't see this guy walking anywhere on any kind of path in front of you, behind you. Maybe you look around the side of the tavern, but nowhere around.
Okay, well then I guess I'll just go back inside, do the drink,
All right.
do my usual loner thing.
Usual loner thing. Got it. All right. Anybody else want to do something?
Nope.
I think I'm probably just sitting with the common people, just making
common
small
folk.
talk. I don't
The
know.
common people, the peasants.
Damn.
Yeah, just trying to,
Among the
I don't
proletariat.
know, talk with the people.
Convince
Okay.
them God isn't real.
All right, when you walk around, some people shake your hand and again thank you for fighting alongside the Lord Protector and the rest of the City Watch. And they offer to buy you drinks and whatnot, and say that you're always welcome back here. Yeah.
I think also I would ask around to see if there's anybody who needs any sort of like assistance. As far as, I can do some healing, just help putting things back together.
Some people tell you that there's definitely the campground that could use a little bit of help reconstructing, but also part of some of the shops were also just completely destroyed from the giant boulders that were being tossed around by the hill giants when they came in. So any kind of help rebuilding those would be really helpful, for lack of better words.
Well, I think I'll probably spend some time doing that, perhaps the next day or so.
All right. Then
I think
I guess unless we peace out, but
it's up to you, Millie.
I think I'd like to wander over to North. Let's say I go back and I put on another performance, enthralling performance.
Another one. Oh,
Another enthralling performance, captivate more people. Maybe they're the same people, I don't really know, but I'm feeling very captivating tonight, and so I want to
all right.
wander over to North. Do you have a picture of North?
I think
Or
I do. Give me 1 second.
if not, it really doesn't matter.
I'll pull one up at some point, but Yeah, he still hears your performance kind of like he did before, so he's still hanging around.
Okay, well, I wander over to him. And is he like a young guy, old guy?
He's a pretty young dude.
Okay. Um, and I make a little bit of small talk of I I don't actually what did he do in the battle? I assume he did some stuff to help, right?
Yes, he. I can't remember North where he was. He
Okay.
was.
Well, anyways, I say quite a battle that it was. I know everyone helped as much as they could. I know your help was greatly appreciated.
Well, thank you as well. I took quite a beating over there from those Orogs, but managed to make it out mostly okay. It's probably gonna take a while for me to get back on my feet, but it's all in a day's work.
Absolutely. What is it that you do again?
So Narth, pretty sure he's the one that owns the place that I was talking about earlier. I keep forgetting this. He's the one that works at the shop, the Lion Shield Coster, that's similar to the one that you guys found in Phandalin.
Cool. So did your shop take a beating? Or is your shop okay?
It's mostly okay. There's a little couple of scratches and a little bit of burn damage from those little fiends, but mostly okay. Ah, yes. Narth. Here he is. I put him on there as a token. So you can
Ah.
see. Strapping young
um,
lad. Yeah, it's mostly okay. Just a little bit of burn damage, but nothing some reconstruction can't help.
Absolutely. Do you need help with this reconstruction, or do you think that's a small project you'll be able to do?
Oh, it's nothing. I'll be able to fix it, no problem. It'll probably take a little bit of time, but I'll get it all sorted out.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to check. Me and my friends here, want to do our best to help the town rebuild after the Giants raid. Um, and we probably will be in town for a few more days. Um, so,
Well, where are you guys headed
well,
to?
that's a really good question. Um, I'm sure we'll decide that at some point, but we have not decided yet.
Well, if you don't mind checking back with me once you guys got it figured out, I have a couple of harnesses that Orthavir made that I need to be shipped out of the city, so to speak. And if you guys are headed in the direction that I need these to go, I'd appreciate it if you delivered them. I'd definitely pay you for the delivery.
Okay, yeah, some horse harnesses or something.
Yeah, just some horse harnesses. I package them up in one of our crates and set them on the back of a cart for you guys.
Where are they going?
Yeah, Evermore Way. Yep, just order that came in just about a week ago for some harnesses, so Orthavir got right on it, and we're just about done. We just need someone to go and deliver them.
Well, yeah. Whenever we're headed out, and if I know what direction we're heading, then I will let you know if we can do that for you along the way.
Well, that would be most appreciated. All right. I think at this point it's pretty late in the night, and things are starting to wrap up here at this place that you guys were at. I think it was the Boar's Rest is where you guys were at. So if you'd like to, you can head back to the North Shield House or do something else. But Urgla does await you to speak with you once you get back.
And say back to Urgla.
Urgla
Yeah.
it is, my dudes.
May as well.
Urgla. All right.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Great. Then, as you guys leave, the music dies down a little bit, and you head over to the North Shield house. There are some people that are still awake, but mostly everyone's gone to bed at this point. Urgla sits up by the fire, though, just rocking back and forth, humming to herself with her mace by her side, and a couple of her dogs also laying down asleep in front of the fire. So, when you guys walk in, what would you like to do?
Well, I don't think I overheard her whisper what she did, so I don't think I would know that she's waiting for us exactly.
Me neither.
I think
Yep.
Astriel and Kanali, you probably would have been on the way out near the bar, so she probably would have dropped it to you or talked to you on the way out.
Okay.
Ah,
If I know she wants us to talk to her, then I will go and talk to her.
what you want?
That sounds like that guy from Borderlands, the one that, does
Oh,
the...
shoot him shoot face.
No, the old guy in
Oh, oh,
Borderlands
oh! I know
2.
what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Iridium guy. Yeah.
Yeah, the Iridium dude. Yeah, he's funny. And then when you like buy stuff from him, and then you leave, he's like, out of my face, out of my face. So
Yep.
funny. Anyway, she looks over at you and she says, "Welcome back, everybody. Well, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and take a seat. We can talk a little bit about what happened today and see if I can't
Alright,
give you
I'll
can't
take
give
my
you
seat.
some good news." You sit down and you're about the same height.
Fuck. Actually, I'm getting up. I'm going on a bench, so I go up a little few
We're
few
jumping.
inches.
We're like picking you up and putting you down on the chair.
I'm listening.
All right,
You have my attention.
great. So she says, "Well, you guys had you answered the call to arms pretty quickly, and those of us in Tribor really do appreciate that. And we know that you aren't long for Tribor, but what little you've done here has meant the world to a lot of people here. And I know that you somehow are mixed up with these giants, and in my time of traveling and adventuring, it's likely that you're going to be mixed up with them for quite some time. So I would expect to see more of them. Now, at this point, you've only seen fire giants. I myself have only ever seen as much as frost giant, but if you should happen on anything bigger than what you saw today, buyer beware. They are not to be messed with. We got lucky today, but I can tell you, fire giants are not at the top of the pecking order, and if you should come in contact with anybody bigger than a fire giant, things are likely to get bad
Run.
quick. Now, I see that one of you is already wielding a great axe that seems to have a giant slayer sigil inscribed into it. I know where you can find another one of those weapons, and I urge you go and pay this person a visit and try to get that weapon. You're probably going to need it. In addition, they might be able to suit you guys up with some armor or some other items that could help you if you ever have to fight against a giant again. So
On God.
she tells you the person that she knows who has this sword. His name is Harthos Zamorvin at Zamorvin Hall. Wow, Zamorvin Hall. Lord Harthos and Morven has this giant slayer greatsword that's similar to the giant slayer great axe that Scar has. And she says that if you just let him know that I sent you, Urgla Meltimer, Lord Zamorvin will likely be willing to part with the weapon or maybe give you some work in exchange for it. She tells you that it's close to Silvery Moon, and that's where you can find Zamorvin Hall.
Sweet.
Now, in addition, as I said before, y'all. Whoa,
Damn,
who's blowing into the mic?
that's a big sigh.
Uh, in addition, I told you all that you could stay here free of charge, and I still stand by that. Please, before you head out, just give me a holler and give you a little something for the road. But I am about to turn in for the night, so make yourselves at home. There's a little bit of stew left over the fire, but otherwise I'll see you all in the morning. And she gets up, calls her dogs with her, takes her mace in her hand and slings it over her shoulder with almost no effort at all, and heads upstairs. All right, guys. Why don't we take a quick break? We'll take a rest, and when we come back, it'll be the next day in Tribor.
Sounds good.
The next day.
Sweet.
The next
In the
day.
meantime, if you haven't seen it, you need to watch that video about
Oh,
Titanic.
the Titanic. I'm totally gonna watch it right meow after I do this. And do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to it.
All right, everybody, we're coming back. So, when we last left our friends, they were here in the North Shield house. Now, really quick, so I can show you guys what this token looks like. If you guys go to your handouts in the top right-hand corner, so you got the chat window, combat and all that stuff. You'll see handouts. You should see the Golden Goose token, and you can pull that up so you can see what it actually looks like. That is
looks like a golden goose.
sure does, buddy. So that's your.
Where are you
token.
seeing handouts?
The top right, or maybe it's journal entries. Sorry.
Journal entries, yeah.
Sorry.
You
To me,
buffoon.
To me, it's handouts.
Is it a goose or a duck, though? Really?
It's a goose. 100% a goose. Trust me, it's a goose. All right. So the next day, what do you guys want to do? Plenty to do here.
I think if there was anybody who needed help, I will spend some time doing that.
Okay. So you're more than welcome to go and help people. There are people that are helping reassemble the campgrounds. There's people that are maybe helping the Lion Shield Coster rebuild portions of it that were kind of burnt out before the shop opens for the day. And so you can definitely help them out, and they will all appreciate you for it and offer to buy you some breakfast for doing that. What about everybody else?
Sounds like a good deal to me.
Free food? Hell yeah. Oh,
Trying to figure out where the coin is from.
Sorry, one sec. Let's see. Millie, you had 2 enthralling performances last night.
Or lap dancers, as Becca likes to call them.
All right.
Very enthralling.
Enthralling performance.
Anyway, you gained 7 gold. You gained 7 gold from the performances. Some people really enjoyed them. They were bewitched, quote unquote.
7 gold.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
I was gonna try and figure out where this coin is from, so I was thinking about going to like kind of the market, see if I can figure out where the heck this token's from.
Okay. When you head out into the market, and I'll bring back up Tribor so that you guys can see a little bit.
I'm gonna guess it'd probably be the more seedy markets.
The what?
I'm assuming it'd be more seedy markets that this coin would be known. Just a guess.
Let's see. You guys were all up over here. Oh my gosh.
You can do it.
It's fine. Pull you all over here. Should be coming over one by one. To Tribor. All right. So the main places where like the main market square is going to be is over here. Kind of all around that tower. That's like the main market square. So even though it doesn't show it here, there's people who have little tents set up, little stands, carts that have like a bunch of fruit and stuff that was picked that are kind of sitting there with almost like a shop front all along where you see these like picket fences. And they kind of extend out into the streets, like up to the north, over here to the east, and then down south as well. So there's bunches and bunches of people walking around. Canelli?
I was just trying to think of who would actually know any of these tokens. Is there any sketchy looking stands? Like that stuff might have been stolen.
Let's. Can you do a perception check?
Can do. Perceptive AF.
You notice that one of these stands has behind it like a crate that has supplies out of it that they've set up kind of shoddily on top of the counter. And when you look at the box and inspect it a little bit, it looks like the logo that was on it has been scratched out, but you can definitely tell that it's a Lion Shield Coster's logo on that crate.
Okay, so I approach this stand. Kind of act like I'm shopping, see what they have.
All right. The person who is behind this counter, the proprietor, so to speak, is he is a small wood elf who is dressed kind of shoddily, has like finger gloves that are kind of just like worn down, and he's sitting there and he's like, yeah, you got anything you're looking for? I got it right here. You're looking for some fine jewelry? You're looking for a little piece of armor? What can I get for you?
Kind of like, all right, cut the crap. I need to know where this coin comes from. And just kind of hold it very away from him, but so that he can see it.
Coin? Doesn't look like any coin I've ever seen come through Tribor. I don't know what that is. Maybe I don't know. Maybe a part of a necklace or something like that, or a pendant, or I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on, let me think about this. Kind of just like pull the, like, show the knife, but don't actually, pull it out and be like, "Are you sure?"
Damn.
He pulls open his vest and shows you a slightly larger knife. He says, "Oh, I'm sure. I've never seen that token before. Now, if you'll kindly leave from my stand, I have customers that I need to attend to." And he closes his vest.
And I just kind of look at him like,
Good job.
"So,
bud.
I was gonna say, where'd you get this stuff from?"
Well, that's neither here nor there, is it? Point is, I'm making some money off of it, and people are buying, and that's all that matters to me.
Awesome. What do the cards think of that?
Well, why don't you just come over here and we'll have a little chat, and we can talk about exactly what the guards think about it. Just come over here. Come a little closer.
This man is really fucking around. He's about to find out. At this point, I literally just grab him by the shirt and say, "Cut the shit. Tell me where this coin comes from."
And he holds his
Trying
hands
to
up and
threaten him.
he says, "I'm telling you, I have no idea where that coin comes from. Now, you're either going to tell the guards what's going on here or you're not. But leave me be or do something about it. I don't know anything about that coin."
Yeah, and I tell him
Walk.
he's lying to me.
I'm gonna walk
Sorry.
behind Kanali, pat my hand on his back, and say, "Oh, I'm sorry. My friend here seems to be a little bit confused. He just doesn't take no for an answer. But I can obviously see that you have no information that he might be interested in. So I'll just take him away, and we can forget this facade that happened."
Yeah, readjusts
Can I tell if
his-
he's lying to me though?
readjusts his vest, and he says, "Just take your friend and please don't come here ever again, or we might have a problem."
I understand, sir. I turn around and be like, "I hope we do."
He squints his eyes as you walk away.
Prices averted in the town square.
Adrian, Astriel, you were already doing something. Adrian, Millie, what do you guys want to do?
Honestly, my motivation is still mostly focused on figuring out this deal with the giants, and then eventually getting to Duke Zelto, so he stops controlling all the bad things. Since he's the Lord of the Fire Giants. And I don't feel like anything yesterday we learned really is gonna get me there. Um,
So let me offer you this. There were quite a few different quests that became available. In addition to that, you don't have to just do those quests. There are lots of other places that you can go all along the Sword Coast and even further inland. And we'll talk about that in a little bit once you guys kind of have a chance to chat with each other. But rest assured that the story will push forwards, which may or may not involve Duke Zelto and may or may not be exactly what you're looking for. But this stuff with everything that's happened so far with the Forge of Spells and the attack here, it's all still going to move forward as far as the story goes, no matter what you guys decide to do from here on out.
okay.
I was thinking of more just treating this like a Skyrim Alduin quest.
You mean like you never complete it?
I'm gonna be the king of this entire.
I've never finished that game actually. I've every other side quest, but
Same.
never finished the game. Anyway, so you guys do have a couple of side quests that you've been told about. There is the information that Daratha has asked for you to pass along to the Lord's Alliance. There's also back in Phandalin. You guys haven't heard from Graham / the Black Spider in a little bit. It's only been really a week and a half to 2 weeks at this point since you left, so it hasn't been very long. But it would be probably good for you guys to talk about what it is that you guys want to do next outside of the scope of Tribor. And then if there's other things you want to explore in Tribor, we can do that. Or you can leave and always come back.
Cool. Then maybe we can meet at the town center and catch up with everyone so we can talk.
Sure.
Okay.
Hands good.
All right. Then maybe back here over... Oh, that was the Twitch bot. Over here at the big tower where Daratha stands guard up top. You all decide to meet in the afternoon after having walked around Tribor and helped some people with rebuilding. So, I'll let you guys discuss.
Can we see the overall map of the area?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Of, yes.
Like outside, zoomed out of Tribor. Because I'm most interested in that, what's Morven Hall?
Zamorban Hall.
Zamorven.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I might have to give you a different map, because this one I don't like.
Map pinned in Discord, you could always check.
Can we like go to that giant compass that's on the map? Is that a location?
Oh yeah, that's the one. The whatever map I have in the game is not the one that I want to show you. The one that's in the Discord, if you look at the pins, that's the correct one. AKA
Discord.
isn't full of spoilsies. Yeah, if you just type the pin up at the top,
Oh, I see.
lists, yeah, all that stuff. And then I will fix that. The correct map.
Okay. Well, I guess to start off, I know we've been in Tribor for maybe a couple days now. I definitely hate seeing this city attacked, and it's hard seeing everything having to rebuild. And I think we got kind of lucky with the fire giants. I really want to leave here and go check back in with Graham and see what progress he's made on the
Forge.
Yeah, the forge. So that's kind of what I want to do. If we can do something along the way to help other these like of the townspeople along the way, like doing any of these errands along the way, then I'd be happy to do that as well.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely. Let's see. So, were we looking at the map at some point?
You have to go
It's
into the
in the
Discord.
Discord, but I think I actually have it
No.
for you guys. In fact, I do. This is the correct one. All right, I'll pull you guys all to it so you can see.
Thank you.
Oh, hold on. Token vision. Ah, I hate that. It's a,
Tokens.
it's a default when you create a new scene.
Looks like I'm blind.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There.
Okay, so we're in Tribor. We had to go. Let's see the
So yes, a couple different
cave itself was in
places.
Sword Mountains, right?
The play. Where are you talking about?
Or where was the mines?
Oh,
That was
yeah.
just a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
the
right over
mountains
here.
itself. Yeah.
You guys were told about Xantharl's Keep and the guy who came from Mirabar, which is just to the north of it. Citadel Felbar. Yep. Over to the right. Zamorvan
Silvery
Hall and Silvery Moon's over there.
Elmar, Jesus.
Everlund's over here, so there's a lot of stuff over there. Of course, there's Neverwinter over to the west. Waterdeep, the City of Splendors, down to the south. And plenty
What
of other
direction?
plenty of other places that are not even on here that you can go to as well. So this is not all encompassing.
What direction is the Wave Echo Cave?
Wave Echo Cave is just out to, yeah, just where Wodick put. Just over to the east of Phandalin in the Sword Mountains. Right next to Phandalin. Wow. Great. I'm so glad we're on top of this, guys.
I got you guys. I got it.
It's right there.
I'll show you where it is.
Don't worry, I've got it. No, I've got it. No,
Wait,
it's good,
is
it's
it
good.
is it right there?
Maybe it's over here.
Yeah, I think it's right there.
Gasp. I'm out.
Le gasp.
Well, what do you guys want to do?
I mean, it seems like we should take this loop of Everlyn, Silvery Moods, Morven Hall, all the way to Xantharl's Keep, and then back, and then we can go check back on him because it still hasn't been that long since we left the forge.
Where's Zentharl's?
So like,
Oh,
like,
that
uh,
loop. Wow. Hmm.
It's a big loop, but it's a loop.
Yeah. I mean, I'm partial
Here.
to going to Everland.
Everland.
Yeah, I
Oh,
agree.
Everland. Okay.
So,
What's that Everland again? Oh, yep. Okay.
what was
Dartha.
Everland?
The coin.
Give the
Yeah,
Lord's Alliance thing,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then
There's also the note I have or letter about Citadel Felbar.
Yeah, we
Where
can
is
even hit
that?
that on the way. Also on the way.
Yeah, that probably will just give us some help.
Where?
It's,
Way up here.
we got the backup, guys. Here we go.
Jeez.
It's right,
You
right
guys-
here.
You guys are rough.
It's fun.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying it.
And then Everland.
actually-
What's that Silvery Moon?
Give me one.
I think it's just Morven Hall that's next to it. That's actually what we actually care about.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I remember that one.
You guys, you can do more at these places than like everything that has a named location on here, and even the ones that don't have things that you can do at them. So just give me one sec. I just wanted to change something really quick. I think.
I mean, that seems like a pretty good quest loop, you know?
I think I agree.
Oh, no wonder, because I'm not in the correct one over here. What a dummy. Did it kick you guys out? No, it didn't.
Nope.
Mm,
Clear.
Let's see, player.
Where's
we want
Evermore
to-
Way?
It's right here.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, wow. Yep.
Somewhere along here.
It's this whole road.
Well, I think I would
Oh man, it's only 20 feet to Everland.
Oh, nice.
You are not the first person to make a joke like that. It's still not a good joke. It's fun. It's funny. I was gonna say it's not
Oh,
funny, but that's
God.
not true. I laughed. It's
Ah, jeez.
just not good. Oh wow, big oof. Jesus, you guys are going crazy.
Well, I think my motivation is help out the city until they can get back on their feet. And then honestly, I'm kind of down with whatever. I want to explore different cultures and different see different music.
I mean, it only will take one turn to get to Everland.
You dummy.
6 seconds.
Yeah,
Go.
we're good.
So if you guys would like, I think you can now draw stuff on here, perhaps. Yeah, you guys should have drawing tools available. So if you want to mark locations on here, you can.
Oh,
Uh,
that's too much power.
Listen, if it turns into like something ridiculous, I'm just gonna go and delete it. But if you guys want to mark the place up, you can totally do that. You can draw polygons. Maybe you can even draw text on there if you want to like say something like.
How do you erase?
You should just be able to use the selection.
Look at delete it.
See, you can just like
Oh, I
do
see.
that, and then so whatever you guys want to do.
I see.
The last one, our last campaign was ridiculous. It was like, go here for giants, and like at the bottom right, Nick had written like Eric sucks or something like that. I don't know. It took me forever to find it too. But you guys tell me. We got
I
plenty
think
of places.
plan is to
Stop it.
go that way. Yeah.
Like Everland.
Oh no, how do I erase?
Everland is the choice.
Off to Everland.
Here, I'll erase those. Okay. So Everland and then some other stuff. So
I think it's just on the way to everything we want to do.
okay.
Yeah.
Now
Home away.
everything that really happens from this point is taking us into the next chapter of our story here. And here I'll read you a little bit about this guide that I use that I've molded as my own, but a little bit of a guide that compresses everything into a digestible format. This chapter is overwhelming. I'm not exaggerating when I say this. They detail 164 locations in 46 pages. 164. So, there is a metric fuck ton of places that you guys could go. This is what you see here is not all the places that you could end up. Not all of them are like as fleshed out as some, like Waterdeep, Neverwinter, Phandalin. Those places are going to be like fleshed out for days. There's entire campaigns that take place in those cities. But other places might only be like a paragraph that's like, here's somebody interesting here, or like, I don't know, like one time like a famous wizard lived here, and now nobody lives here. But there's a lot of locations, more side quests that you guys can eventually go on. Now that you guys are coming out of Tribor and headed out into the world, we're getting a little bit into what we'll call the Savage Frontier, where things can be quite a bit more dangerous. There's a likelihood of you running into creatures and monsters and maybe beings that you have never met before. So now this
Good
is
thing
where...
I got a dagger.
Good thing you got a dagger.
I have Revivify.
Now, I'll kind of move the story along as needed, but I'm gonna kind of take you off the rails, so to speak, so that you guys can pick and choose what you want to do and where you want to go. I don't want it to feel like a slog, though, so we're likely just going to be doing a lot of fast traveling, unless there's something interesting along the way that I want a flavor text put in there. But I don't want it to feel like, all right, we're going to spend like a half an hour traveling from here to here, and then spend like, you know, like a whole session in one place, a whole session in another place. I want you guys to see a lot of different places because I have some fun music, some fun scenes to show you guys. There's a lot that you guys could potentially do. So with that being said, I like that you guys picked out where you guys are planning to go, because it gives me a better idea of where I can plan. 164 locations, there's no way that I can have all of them prepared in for the next session. So if you guys give me a plan on what you're going to do, I'm likely going to stick to that plan within reason, just so I'm prepared and have an idea of what's coming up next. Other than that, like I said, the story is going to move onwards no matter where you go, so don't worry about that.
There it is.
So that's actually a pretty good loop. I think that's great. Especially if you go to that griffin's nest. I'm just kidding. So let's.
Is that like a real person's nest? Because that's concerning.
No. Oh, you took it off. That loop was useful.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh,
Put it back.
okay. I didn't know you want me to leave it.
You could
Okay.
I mean,
Try-
you need
uh,
arrows to
try
say
control.
which direction.
Try Control Z. It might.
Too
go-
late. I've already started. I can't stop. Ah!
So it worked, is what you're saying.
I didn't do that.
Oh, I did that. I did Control V. What the fuck?
Oh, nice, because it didn't work for me. Anyway, we're gonna pull you away from there for a second.
Why does he have control over me?
No.
Can we get Skyrim loading scenes?
Have you seen the Texas loading screen?
What?
No.
I gotta show you. Somebody made a loading screen, but for Texas, like GTA style.
That's goofy.
That's hooked.
While this is your last day in Tribor, is there anybody that you want to talk to, or anything you want to see or do quickly, or do you guys want to get an early start and just head out? Additionally, you can also buy horses and carts. They're gonna cost some money though, or you can travel on foot.
Oh yeah. I think I wanted to buy some more stuff.
Can I beat up that guy?
You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. The world is living and breathing, and it's gonna react to whatever you do.
Nah, I probably shouldn't beat that guy up.
Should I murder hobo? I probably shouldn't murder hobo.
Can I tell the guards right before we leave that guy's selling illegal stuff?
Most definitely, you can.
Hell yeah.
You
100% what I'm doing.
I mean, you can go and talk to Dorotha. She's the Lord Protector of Tribor.
I'm not a bad rogue. I'm a good man.
It's causing a lot of chaos.
So are you guys heading out then?
Yeah,
I think so.
I'm good to head out.
All right. There will be plenty of other places to go to as well while you are traveling. So the first place, let's see if we bring back. Let's see, what do we want? We'll do this here. All right, back to the north. So if I remember correctly, you guys are going over to Everland first.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So you start to go into what's known as the Desarin Valley, and the Desarin Valley has lots of. It's very, very hilly, pretty sparse with trees, a little bit mountainous, and it's kind of dry there. And you can follow the Evermore Way that takes you up to Everland. And it kind of follows the Desarin River for a little bit. And what you'll see as you keep traveling over to the north is these Evermores. This is almost like a swampy Everglade type thing as you start to get close to it. Likely,
Sure.
you guys would see something that looks like this while you are traveling through some of these mountainous areas, and maybe even something like this as you're traveling, where you see clouds running by, and you go up and down some of these smaller mountains and hills and travel through this valley as you make your way over to Everland. And along the
Can
way, go ahead.
can I get the harnesses from Narth before we leave?
Sure.
Okay.
And we'll go back to that for a second because that is a little bit of importance.
Wait, weren't we supposed to also pick up something from what's her name? The mace wielding lady.
Urgula, she just wanted to bid you farewell, and likely she would have given you something in the morning, but really it's just some like artisanal bread that she had made the day before, and a couple pieces of like dried meats, almost like jerky style, that she's packaged up so that you have
Oh, she packed us
almost,
lunch.
almost little like goodies to snack on for a while. That's going to be a little bit better than just regular food. Now the place that you were talking about was Narth, right? And he wanted you to
Deliver some harnesses.
from Orthavir. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. So what he says, what he'll do is give you guys a crate and a cart with a single horse to carry that crate. So pretty small. If you guys want to get like another cart and other horses to like carry all of you, you can. But it's fine if you just want the single horse with the cart to carry this crate of harnesses with you, because it would be pretty hard for you guys to just carry it by yourselves. So
Throw it on his car.
yeah, right. Not for Scar. He could just put it on his back. He would be like, have you guys seen Demon Slayer, the anime?
Oh my
Where he
god.
like carries his sister in a box on his back.
You... Not the crowd, man. Weeps.
Come on, nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
Weeb alert. Weeb alert.
Wait, are you a weeb too, Kanali? Scobie?
I'm not.
Oh, yeah, I'm a. Anyway, yeah, I'm a weeb. Anyway. So Narth hands you over the reins to the horse. The cart is loaded and strapped in the back. It has the logo of the Lion Shield Coster on it, so it's like the blue sigil with the lion's face in it, and says that you're going to be headed on the Evermore Way. And if you could take this to Nonar's Hold. Nonar's Hold is where this needs to be delivered to, and specifically, the person you're looking for is Amrath Mulnobar. We'll just call him Amrath. Different than Amaranth. So Nonar's Hold, delivering to Amrath, and that's going to be along the Evermore Way. So if I show you that. You're looking for
feel like
along the
we just
Evermore
got
Way,
you
which
here.
is right over here. So just off the beaten path.
Oh yeah, that works.
Yeah. So that will likely be your first stop if that's what you guys are looking to do.
think so.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
Alrighty then.
Oh yeah.
That cathedral looks sketchy as hell. I don't. It's just a scary name.
What?
Shadow
Shadowtop
Top.
Cathedral.
Oh, a little bit. All right. So he hands you over the reins, the cart, the horse, and he says, well, if you can make this delivery, I'd surely appreciate it. Here's a little bit of payment up front, and once you make the delivery and I receive word back, I'll have some more payment waiting for you. And he hands you over 100 gold pieces in total for you guys. And says, and you know what? While you guys are doing this for me, I know you guys can take care of your own, but I imagine it might be a little precarious out there. Why don't you go ahead and keep the horse and the cart once you make that delivery? The horse's name is Boris.
Boris.
Yeah. Boris the
Bor-
horse.
Boris the horse. The horse named Boris.
Is that from something?
Nope. It's just
That
fun.
just sounds like a
Okay.
Russian.
You guys seem really excited about this horse named Boris.
Oh my god.
Who doesn't want a horse named Boris?
If
Me.
anybody learns how to speak to animals, he's 100% going to have a shitty Russian accent. Holy fuck.
Yes. I have one goal.
Great.
There'll be a whole storyline how we lose Boris the horse.
So you guys get 100 gold pieces, the cart and Boris and the harnesses strapped into the cart, and you guys head out. And along the way again, you guys would likely notice as you're heading to Nonar's Hold, probably something like this. As you get close, where there is the Desarin River that goes straight into the High Forest, and Nonar's Hold is right on the foot of that forest, or the the cusp of the forest. And when you start to get closer, you're a few miles away, and it's been a couple of days traveling at this point from Tribor. You've been through some mountainous regions, forded a river, and you can see the high forest out in the distance. It's foreboding over the entirety of the rest of the Sword Coast from what you can see right now. The trees are very tall and cast a massive shadow on everything that stands beneath it. And you see that there is what seems to be a small keep that is just right on the side of the river and right where the forest meets that river. And this is where we come to Nonar's Hold. This village is on the edge of the high forest, and it used to be sort of a hunting lodge that was built a couple hundred years ago, and people used to come here to hunt and almost do it for like a big sporting event. Nobles and merchants would come here to spend their time hunting in the high forest and then return to the hold to celebrate and eat whatever game they had hunted. But that was a couple hundred years ago, so the place is a little bit not exactly abandoned, but not a whole lot of people live here anymore. So this is kind of the place that you guys come to when you get to Nonar's Hold. Is there anything that you guys want to do while you guys approach, or when you get there before you go inside and talk to anybody?
Amazon delivery, got your package.
Wow.
Like to, if I have not already, summon my familiar.
All right.
But-
You got it?
Making sure I always have it.
Anything going on with the dagger? Dagger looking okay?
Is it glowing yet?
Your fear dagger.
Yeah, my panic dagger. It's my moral support dagger.
God.
So far nothing. Nope.
Okay.
Nothing.
Carry on.
All right. Then, while you guys approach, you can see that the hold has these massive wooden doors that are lined with iron, as you would see in like Game of Thrones castle, something like that, any kind of old-timey castle. And someone up top, who is clad in armor, speaks and says, "Oh, you there? What you be looking for here in Nonar's Hold?"
We come to make a delivery to Amrath.
All right. Go ahead, let them in. So the doors creak open until your path is clear, and the same guard comes down and meets you at the entrance, and he says, "You can find Amrath, the keep that's overlooking the village. She'll be expecting this delivery. So come on in so we can close up." So you guys are now inside of the hold with the cart and Boris, and they point you in the direction of the keep that overlooks the entirety of the rest of the hold. So at this point, why don't we stop right here? I'm going to do a little bit of prepping for this and the rest of the locations for next week. And what I told the other group is there is a little bit of a fun surprise that I have for you guys next week that I'm showing the group this week. But I got a theme song commissioned for our groups for D&D. That's going to be what I kind of play at the beginning instead of just the intro music that I usually play. Think of it as more of like, when I say theme song, I don't want you to think it's like, yeah, we're heroes, we're going to some dungeons and gonna fuck up some dragons. Not really like that. It's more of like it's instrumental, has like gives you a sense of like maybe we're heading into a dungeon, there's some adventure happening and some mysteries, and it's just kind of like intro to D&D, and then to kind of get us into the feeling of role playing in D&D. So I'll play that tomorrow on our stream once I get it all uploaded to Foundry, and then next week that's what we'll play. I really like it. I think it's cool. The guy that did it, he has a YouTube page, and I'm gonna put his stuff on our Twitch page too, just so he gets some credit. But I believe it's Lucas Quinn Creations on YouTube. Yeah, Lucas Quinn. You can look him up on Twitter, Patreon, YouTube. He does themes for like other groups or just like characters. Like if a single person wants a character, it was really cool. When I found him, I was like, "This is awesome! I need to get us a theme song." And so now we have one, and I'm excited. So
That's sick.
If you guys want to listen to it tomorrow, we'll be streaming at 6:30 your time. Otherwise, look forward to next week when you guys explore the Savage frontier, and we'll start out in Nonar's Hold. I'll put a little circly do around that so I remember. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Well, make the circle, dang it. There we go. Cool.
Oh, that reminds me of the cube.
What cube?
The meme.
What?
I'll show you the meme. It's a meme.
Got it. It's a meme.
It's also a meme that you should look at in general. You'll appreciate that one.
Will I? Will I appreciate it in general?
Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Shit.
All right, guys. I'm going to log off the stream, and then I'll take a look at this meme. But thanks for coming. It's always nice to see you. And if I don't see you guys until next week... If I don't see you guys till next week, then have a great weekend. I'm going to be studying for another midterm on Friday and then another midterm next Friday. So I've got plenty to do in the meantime. But I'll see you guys later.
You too.
Best of